Hey everybody, John Granato and Lance Zierlein from the bench. Mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please push that button right now so you get all our content right here on SportsMap HOU. Lance, Rusty Hardin and Tony Busby back in the news last week. Tony Busby said, hey, there will not be any settlements. There's not going to be any settlements. Rusty Hardin came back and said, well, that's funny because they want settlements and we don't. And they want everything to be hush-hush, but we want everybody to hear everything, which is not what we thought. Now, Mike Florio has said that he's hearing that Hardin wants this information out there. He doesn't want non-disclosure agreements because he wants everybody to know how small the settlements are. That makes Deshaun look better. Are you buying that?
Oh, it makes him look better that he's paid off multiple women.
But small amounts. Everybody's thinking this is, from the beginning we thought, Deshaun's going to lose millions of dollars on this. But that's not going to get, all that much money. So does it make Deshaun look better if these settlements are lower?
It's funny. We're having conversations about does it make a guy look better who's going to have to settle with potentially tens of people for sexual misconduct. For an issue where he has gone to internet massage people and non-massage people who he wants to give him massages. And we're worried about, does it make him look better or worse? It all makes him look worse. I don't care what the amounts are. Deshaun's reputation as being the good guy face of the franchise and the HEB guy who is throwing stuff at DeAndre Hopkins that he catches with his chopsticks, that's over. So I don't really see, relative to what? Yeah, is it going to be as big a settlement as I thought? Maybe not. Maybe that's what Rusty wants people to see. But what difference does that ultimately make? That's court of public opinion, I guess.
Well, maybe. Well, first of all, he's not going to get all that. All that stuff is done. We know what Deshaun Watson is and all of that stuff.
Right.
But no, lesser settlements means I didn't do as much as you think. NFL. This is not as big a deal. And we've already seen Lisa Friel, who apparently Tony Busby says is disrespecting these women. She was in New York. She worked with crime. She worked with victims. She knows how to interrogate. She knows what to find out, all of these things. And she was, tough on these women. So maybe she's finding out as well, this isn't as big a deal. And while Tony Busby wants everybody to make this out to be so drastic and such a big deal, maybe it's just not.
I just don't see how it's not a big deal. It's an incredibly bad look for face of the franchise guy. Some of the damage is done for his reputation. I don't know that he ever gets his reputation back. My guess is that Rusty wants the NDA out there because he's got people that he's going to go after. Not the entire group, but I think he has some information on some of the people that he may need to settle with that he wants to lay it out there when something is settled. He does not want an NDA to be in place so that he can make public comments about certain women who have made allegations.
And it could be that from the get-go, Deshaun said, I have nothing to hide. I didn't do anything. I am not hiding. I don't want non-disclosure agreements. I want everything out there because I feel I want to clear my name. He's never going to clear his name.
Right.
But this is what, at the very least, they're being consistent here. They didn't feel like there should be any settlements with them, and maybe he's going to have to come up with some money for each of them. Maybe $30,000 the first one would have gone away, and none of this would have happened, and it would have been a lot cheaper for Deshaun. But he, at the very least, I think that they're being consistent in saying we don't have anything to hide.
It's going to be interesting to see when it's all said and done. Do any of these cases get to trial, or do they all get settled / dropped at some point? Some settled, some dropped. That's interesting to me. Do any of them actually get to court? I know what Deshaun's side's saying, but it's in their best interest for nothing to go to court. And it's in Tony Busby's best interest probably to get a settlement done. So I think there will be a settlement at some point, regardless of what both sides are saying.